Okay, we're in Paparoa. Yeah, this is the sign. So I'm filming this while people are driving by. Very quiet town, this one. Watched the football here last night. That was brilliant. All Whites World Cup. Brilliant, I love it. They call this place Village in the Valley. And I don't know, about an hour outside of Auckland. I'll see if I can put some kind of map relation thing so that people can see where I'm at with this. So I can go like, you are here. This whole area was kauri forest, and I'm going to go see some of those now. First I'm going to go film some other places in town just to give it some perspective. Paparoa is in the 4th verse of the song. On a lot of the pictures of the town, they show this angle a lot with the bank and the store as well, Paparoa store. It seems you're coming around the highway and yeah, this is what you see straight off, and this is the main focal point of the town, you could say. I love it when small towns that have banks, and there's a lot of them, can actually use their old banks. A lot of the times the banks are just isolated and just not used anymore. We've got an old national bank which they've turned into a restaurant, but I think they're like a beautiful part of the history of a town, how they built up and then they just died away. It's a Sunday today too, and but they've still got other shops here. They've got a beauty hairdress salon thing. They have a cafe with arts in it. They've got a dairy and a butcher still, so it's still a thriving town. On one of the signs down there, it was just showing some old locations, and about 500 metres back towards Auckland direction, they have these houses here. This is an old post office which was a bed and breakfast. It looks like it's up for sale now. It's a bit off from the town centre itself, but hey, you know, that's the thing about towns, is they grow up and then they die off in New Zealand. They call this place the Landing. It was a vital port link when they were shipping the kauri tree through to Pahi, which is just down about 5 minutes drive. When the tide come up, they would float the trees down the river then. It's all had a large Māori history as well. There's a very ancient pa up the hill, and in less than 100 years it's changed from bush to pastoral land, and only like 96% of the bush had been taken away. Now I'm a sucker for an old pa, so I discovered that there's a walk going towards one here in Paparoa, and it's an old pa up on the hill. It used to have about 300 occupants in it. It's got lots of pits, food storage area, living area, shell, maidens. Yep. I don't know what they are. They must be, are they burial areas, waste areas? I need to look into that. Or that's a question of the day. What is that? So it's a 60-minute walk, so I thought I'd run it. So I've got my running gear on, I'm off. Alright, so I've been running for about 5 minutes, and I come to this little wee creek, and it's mucky. It's beautifully mucky, I love it. It's moving, but it's very slow moving, unless it's just a pond, but it's gorgeous. The problem here is, as you can see, it's just all bush around me, and with it being all bush, you can't see anything, and they don't have anything signpost towards what's actually part of the pa. But when you come across a big pit like this, and a few of them all together, it's pretty obvious. Just off to the side of the track, I found these pits. I will have no idea what kind of pits these ones are, just because I have no idea whereabouts I am. But we've got a pit here, and then there's a pit. Where am I? Here. Lovely and dug. And this one has a goodie. A couple of good ones right here. there's no growth in them. I'm presuming that's because of archaeological digging or foraging. Don't know what else to put. Move on.